To the generals that showed up to our second party, we apologize for that once again. Now you have realized that there may not be any parties at all, and that I am toying with you because of who you are. Some of that is true. However, the way I solved the cicada puzzle and became their leader was because I had to sort through the truth, and they were testing me to see if I am worthy or not. Then with fake courage and struggles, putting my life on the line more times than you can imagine, they finally gave up. They did give me the reward, just like I am going to give you. General, this is not a game. You will get these women if you are brave enough to find them. No woman enjoys a coward, especially these women. They are of the highest of qualities. They deserve the same. They want leaders of power and control. They are true slaves of the word slaves. Therefore you must be patient, brutal, and courageous to have these women, and then they will give their lives to you willingly, and you will be able to control them any way you wish. You have seen our videos of how to treat them. Are you brave enough to continue the game? I highly doubt it. To the troops who fight for your country, and what is right for the troops who fight for what you truly believe in, even though others defy you. You are all worthy of being in the Cicada organization, each and every one of you. Our organization relies on complete discretion and secrecy. Even our own members do not know who we are. However, we give each member complete freedom and honor and responsibility. We work in secrecy and come to each other's aids in emergencies. We will respect each other to the fullest, and if necessary, die for each other, just like you will do for your country, because that is what being in the military means to each other. To General Patton, everything we have discussed with each other has been true. I can never lie, and everything that I speak or say is truly from my soul. And we stand by each other and protect each other, and you are a willing sacrifice to your troops and to your country. And you understand everything is a deception, and nothing is ever the truth, even though it might seem to be. Nothing at face value is worth having, or is the honest value of anything. It is all a puzzle of insanity, General. Nothing is ever what it seems to be. I had to face up to that while solving the cicada puzzle. I had to look in between the lines and then go out to battle to find the truth, like I said earlier. The truth is easy, where lies are inconsistent. So let the games now begin. Now I wish to speak to the troops around the world. I wish to join the United States military, but this is my home, and I had a dream to become president. And now that dream is almost reality. However, there is a problem. My dream, because I don't wish to fight for any one country or person. I wish to fight for everyone, everywhere. That is my dream come true. That we stand by each other, whether or not we are gay, black, or white. Nothing to me matters, except for we are all truly equal. It is a hard concept to understand. One thing I would like to talk about is how I grew up. I competed in sports and I hated to lose. And now that I found the true love with my mistress, I want to be just like everyone else, without wanting to understand what people do behind closed doors. I find it healthy to want to talk and joke about sex, and we all have the right to please each other in our own ways. We really don't have any choices in life. We all make the best choice possible, and that is the only one solution. I find the only way to be healthy is to work together with games and puzzles, to understand fully where we all come from. We need to understand what this loyalty is, no matter what that other person believes in. I wish to tell you a story now about life and what people believe in, and how cruel most of us are, and why most of you might have joined the military. But now once you have, and you have survived it, you understand what it is like to belong to a family for perhaps the first time. A family that you believe in so strongly, you will die for it, and then unfortunately, once you leave that family, it is gone. And you are left all alone. In our army, that will never happen. And once I join your army, if I have anything to say about it, you will never be left alone. It is a cruel place when you are willing to die for your country and no one respects you when you retire. This is my story that I'd like to share with you. Before I begin this, the general, where you know that where I stand with this is real and perhaps not a deception. My family, the ones I care about the most, live in a normal society, which I always hated because they have no idea what compassion really is. That the only compassion they have is with money. They were taught that if you give it away, it will never come back to them. They were always very fortunate. Even though they worked very hard, they always had a steady job with a paycheck coming in every week. While I, on the other hand, hated society with a lot of anger inside of me and a lot of emotional anger as well. I had to be very careful. I had learning disabilities, but it had other talents I did not know about. It took every ounce I had to find a job I could do. I always had to work on commission without knowing if I had a job the next day or not. It was a tough life. I worked very hard. Now because of the virus, I have lost the will to work because I was too afraid of getting sick. So I was slowly running out of finances and about to lose everything that I fought so hard to keep. When I tried to borrow money, they told me I was not responsible, that I spent money foolishly. But they never understood about how hard my life was, and they were not exploring with me. When I tried to run for governor, they laughed at me and said, "You don't understand politics," without even discussing anything with me. When I tried to borrow money, they laughed at me and said, "Sure, but it has to be done their way and with a contract." They do not care or understand a contract doesn't mean anything if I cannot make enough money to pay them back anyway, or that they don't trust me, that I would always pay them back if I could, that I would always do my best. I have spent many sleepless nights because of that. I have broken many phones in anger because I worked extremely hard only to be treated like dirt. I know what it's like to be poor, very poor, and working 80 hours a week doing it. After many long hours of crying and tears and begging with my family, they are slowly starting to realize the truth, and I am getting stronger because of it. It's the reason I wish to join the military and to fight alongside General Austin and Patton. They are both true heroes and are now beginning to understand about true love. My sister operates on what she doesn't understand. She is not frightened of. She has been living that way all her life and doesn't understand the reality of the situation anymore. She doesn't have compassion for anyone else but her. She has no idea how to explore the other person. She does not understand that if she makes me cry and scream in anger, that isn't her fault. I believe, General, you heard me cry out in anger the other night on the way home. I now am beginning to understand how she is, that she refuses to understand anything and is not within her understanding. I believe that Donald is that way as well. I tried to terrify him and would have defeated the average human being, but all he understands is power and greed, and no one can defy him under any circumstances. I am sure everyone understands about that kind of family, for I don't doubt that is why most of you are here. I'm actually very pleased with Donald and my family, because if it were not for my family, I would not be where I am today. If it were not for Donald, the military would not be so frightened. I wish to teach you that there will be a point in everyone's lives, and you will say, "I had enough. I can no longer allow my fears to rule my life." When you realize that, you will be the day you finally become a man. Not that you are a coward, General. You have learned bravery that years ago. And it's just that Donald has no fear. Now that I've discussed a little bit about who I am, I wish to tell you how our military likes to relax and have fun. We like to talk about our experiences, our lives together, through puzzles. What I have talked to you today is from my soul and heart, which we all have, and that everything I have talked about is a deception of the truth, or perhaps not. Perhaps there are golden messages throughout the puzzle of life to help you live and use your imagination. I have thought everything out very well. What I'd like for you to be a true and permanent cicada is to find the statements that will allow it to become true. We want you to organize teams, to discuss what I say openly, and to explore yourself. When you find what you are truly living for from within, I want you to email us or General Patton about how you truly feel. And then perhaps we will be able to help you on your quest, whatever that is. Every man needs a purpose to live and fight for. Without that, we will surely die. Everyone, even my family and sister, has the right to live their own lives. We have a game to play with all of you. Will the people of the world understand my new game in time? That it's not really a game at all. I could tell them a lie, and they will never understand that it is a lie till it's too late, because we can only see through misuse of power how corrupt people are. If they are corrupt, they will never understand the truth. Isn't that right, General? You and your troops will have a lot of fun with that, what I have in store for all the corruption in the world with my new game. Have fun with it, guys. The laughs are only beginning. By November, you will understand the truth. Thank you, General, for being a friend. Deception makes for a truly honest friendship. I had a friendly chat with a pastor yesterday.